Hello everyone, this is Prajakta Kamble. In this video, I am going to discuss about binomial distribution. So let's start the video. The contents of presentation are introduction, what is binomial distribution, definition of binomial distribution, assumptions and conclusion. First we discuss what is binomial distribution. Binomial distribution was discovered by James Bernoulli in 1738. This is a discrete probability distribution. A discrete probability distribution can be encoded by a discrete list of probabilities of outcomes known as probability mass function. That means it is applicable to the scenarios where the set of possible outcomes is discrete, such as coin toss or roll of dice. Here, the definition of binomial distribution. Here, x is a discrete random variable with probability mass function. The value of x can be 0, 1, 2, 3 or any finite number. Then q is 1 minus p, as p plus q is always equal to 1. Then x is binomial variate and distribution of x is called binomial distribution. Then what is binomial distribution? The word binomial literally means two numbers. A binomial distribution for random variable x, also known as binomial variate, is one in which there are only two possible outcomes, success and failure, for a finite number of trials. Note that, however we define success and failure, the two events must be mutually exclusive and complementary. That is, they cannot occur at the same time, means mutually exclusive, and the sum of their probabilities is 100%, that is complementary. In this diagram, we can see the binomial distribution formula. Here, the greater x is a random variable and smaller x is a number of success. NCX means combination of x success from n trials, where p is the probability of success. 1 minus p, that is the value of q, it is the probability of failure, and n minus x is the number of failures, where p and q should be greater than 1. P plus q is equal to 1 because probability cannot be more than 1. X is discrete random variable which may take on only countable number of distinct values such as 1, 2, 3, 4 or any finite number. Then there are some assumptions for binomial distributions. For each trial, there are only two possible outcomes on each trial, success and failure. The number of trials n is finite. For each trial, the two outcomes are mutually exclusive. Probability of success, where p is constant. Probability of failure, that is q, is equal to 1 minus p. The trials are independent. The outcome of a trial is not affected by the outcome of any other trial. The probability of success p is constant from trial to trial. Here, there is an example. A quiz consists of 10 multiple choice questions. Each question has 5 possible answers, only one of which is correct. Pat plans to guess the answer to each question. Find the probability that Pat gets one answer correct and second all 10 answers correct. Then here is the solution, where n is equal to 10 and probability given is 0.2. Then according to binomial distribution formula, for probability of getting one answer correct is 0.2684 and probability of getting all 10 answers correct is 0.00001. So here the conclusion of presentation. The binomial distribution is a discrete probability distribution used when there are only two possible outcomes for random variable, success and failure. Success and failure are mutually exclusive. They cannot occur at the same time. The binomial distribution assumes a finite number of trials n. For the binomial distribution to be applied, each successive trial must be independent of the last. That is, the outcome of previous trial has no bearing on the probabilities of success on subsequent trials. For example, if a new drug is introduced to cure a disease, it either cures the disease or it doesn't cure the disease. If you purchase a lottery ticket, you are either going to win money or you aren't. A machine is known to produce on average 2% defective components. As an engineer, you might need to know the probability that 3 times are defective in the next 20 produced. Basically, anything you can think of that can only be a success or failure can be represented by binomial distribution. So here is the end of my presentation. Thank you all.